Hello, fam, and welcome back to another edition of George's Corner. I'm your host, George Lee Jones. Let's get started. The topic for today is your personality determines your reality. Again, your personality determines your reality. I'll give you an example, and again, it comes from conversations, talking with people about why things aren't working out in their world. And a gentleman that I spoke with said that, I've been doing this for X number of years and all I have to do is work harder. And at that moment, I said, well, what do you mean work harder? How long have you been doing it? For about 20 years. So my question was, if you've been doing this for 20 years and you continue to get the same results, isn't that the definition of insanity as we know it, doing the same thing, looking for different results? And the individual looked at me and said, look, I'm fine. It's the rest of the world that has a problem. And I thought to myself, really? You're fine, but the rest of the world has a problem. And that's why you can't overcome your block or stoppage. Now, follow me with this, okay? It's not the rest of the world. If you've been doing something for a long time and you keep getting the same results, quite possibly. And you can think about this. It's probably your personality. And here's the thing, because I discovered this for myself, and that's why I'm bringing it to your attention. My personality took me as far as, in my mind, that it could go. And it's been a very successful ride. However, I have other things that I want to achieve. So my reality right now is this. I can't utilize the same personality I have to accomplish the new things that I want to do. Okay? I can't use that old personality to accomplish new things. So my suggestion to the individuals I was speaking to, this may be a little difficult to grasp, but you can't have a new reality with an old personality. Now, I'm going to explain to you how that can be transmuted into something new. Let's say the personality you have has been functioning for you well up to this point. But there are certain things that are in your life right now that you go, or you're saying, I would like to do better in this area, or I would like to have more in this area of my life. What you have to do is not try to incorporate something new to that old personality, because what's going to happen is the things you come across are going to revert back to your old ways, your old mannerisms, your old thinking patterns. So what it's going to do is give you the same results. Nothing different, nothing new. So if you have good people around you, whether they're friends, acquaintances, or even strangers who spent some amount of time with you, ask them if there's some improvements that about your personality that they could share with you in a very constructive way. I don't mean malicious or mean, but just say, hey, you know what? Like me, for example, a lot of people say my personality is very professional, or sometimes I can come across as a little hard, or even condescending. I don't think I'm condescending, but people have said, some of the words you use make us feel like we're not as smart as you are. And for that, I apologize. I said, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make any of you feel less than adequate. So what I've learned to do is to be more mindful of how I speak. I take the time to be encouraging, to empower the people I'm speaking with, and definitely have a positive impact on them as human beings, acknowledging them for their values and their worths. This is just something that I thought maybe could help some people who are wondering why certain things aren't working better in their lives. You have to take the time to figure out what in your personality is preventing the reality that you are striving for. Yeah, I guess that's the best word. If it's something you see that you want, but the mindset that you currently have is not making those things available in your life, then what you have to do is change your mindset, change your personality so that it reflects the reality that you not only want, but deserve. I want to give you something to think about because we've all let ego run roughshod with us. And here's what I mean by that. Sometimes you've had to act like a pit bull in order to be the poodle that you really are. Again, sometimes because of circumstances and situations, you've had to act like a pit bull in order to be the poodle that you really are. Just keep that in mind. If it's something that you really want, look at your own personality and ask yourself, are there things in my life and in my world that I'm doing that's blocking my success? Because it could be that the personality that you're walking around with right now has gotten you to a comfortable place, but ultimately not to the place that you want to be or desire to be. Okay? Just something for you to think about. One more thing I wanted to say before I go. Someone asked me the other day, matter of fact, it was yesterday, what was meditation to me? And quite honestly, I said, well, it's getting to know myself. That's what meditation is. And the individual said, well, I've tried to do it and I can't get past it, or it doesn't work for me. And so we went into this whole diatribe of what they were doing. And they asked me, was it difficult for me to do? And I said, no, actually, I look forward to it every single day now. And I'm going to explain to you why. At first, when I started meditating, I couldn't get past 3 to 5 minutes without falling asleep. Okay? God's honest truth. It bored me to tears. I went to sleep because I felt like I had to be meditating on something, thinking about something. When in reality, when I got what works for me, was that it's my time to just be with me. Okay? Check it. All day long, you're either working or you're doing things for other people. That's just a fact of life. And it came to me, how much time am I giving myself each day? And I realized I was giving myself no time. So I started scheduling an hour each day where it's just me. I go, whether it's in my car by myself, a quiet walk in the park by myself, or even a room in my home where I can just sit silently for that whole hour and think about nothing and just be happy and showing myself love to myself. Not the kind of love you're thinking about, but loving myself as a human being, as a person. And what was amazing behind that was when I just let everything go, all the things that came to my mind, all the answers to questions that I hadn't asked, and even a development of questions that I should be asking. That's what I got out of it. So now I'm excited each day to meditate because I know that's my time that I'm going to spend with me. I call it my God hour. Since God created me and God is great, therefore I am great. So I enjoy spending that time with myself, loving who I am and who I've been created to be. That's all. Okay? I'm going to go. But remember, love yourselves, always be great and kind to others, and oh yes, always, always be learning something new. Until next time, no, I got a tip for you. I got a question for you, actually. What is the difference between an individual who cannot read and an individual who won't read? The answer is simple, nothing. They both get the same information. That's all. Talk to you next time. Love you. Peace.